Alright, what's going on everybody? This is another build video and I'll be talking about the Black Widow build that I posted a little earlier. It was called Infinite. One thing about any type of build or montage videos is I won't post a build or a video about it unless it can withstand 170 harm room cryo enemies and beat them within 10 minutes. And if I can't run the build within the OLT and be viable to me and my teammates, then I'm not going to post a build about it. There's nothing wrong with playing 150 content, but with 175 content coming within the game, yeah. If you see any type of build video and it's on normal or easy, again, there's nothing wrong with it. But don't expect to run through 175 content whenever that 175 content comes out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Vibranium payload gloves, self-explanatory. It's a payload, and try to get the Vibranium on the signature attack. They also have it in a light combo finisher. Again, try to get it on the signature attacks. It can break blocks. Not only can it break blocks, but it can hit multiple enemies at once, and it'll do like an automatic status effect. The status effect will proc automatically nearly on every single hit, so you're not gonna have to do 2 or 3 hits, but you're gonna want your intensity or your stun damage meter to be at least about a 40%. So the second piece I have is the proficient buff rounds, damage buff. Now both of these pieces right here are both positives as far as damage, so they don't do battery effect together, but that's okay because many of Black Widow attacks deal shock damage like this one right here. There are multiple ways you can deal the shock damage, or you can spec your grenades to have shock as well, and that'll do shock damage as well. So I have this one. Now you could go with gamma, but the reason why I like to have this is because cosmic damage regenerates you, and it regenerates the willpower of your teammates, and it increases all damage and crit chance to any enemy who's fully effective with this piece right here. So this piece right here stacks with this. Right, the Vibranium stacks with the Cosmic because Vibranium is kind of cracked right now. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if they patched it because it's kind of OP, especially whenever you combine it with Cosmic and Shock. Now for my third piece, switch back and forth. Right now, this is a stat stuffer vest. Nothing too special about it, just simply a stat stuffer. Now stats don't mean everything. Honestly, this vest right here is a little bit more helpful, to be honest, simply because it has the stealth recovery where I get 200% willpower regeneration whenever invisibility is active. And if you look at my regeneration right now, my willpower regeneration is at a 129, and it's not including this 200%. So really my willpower recovery effectiveness is at a 329 right now, even though the stats say 129. It's how you're able to, hit enemies 1 or 2 times and almost fully recover your health. Right, so this piece is kind of OP. It's kind of OP, I'll be honest. Now also it has a tactical heroicism on it, so whenever I am overcharged, I get a 15% heroic recharge. And again, you can get this vest from the elite vaults. You can get this from the elite vault. Just try to farm it and hopefully you get it. You can look at my heroic recharge rates right now. You can see the stats: 29, 37, 37. And if I take this vest off, it'll go from 29, 37, 37 to this right here. So I like to run it because that's the difference between getting 3 orbs to recharge your heroics versus having to get 6 orbs to recharge your heroics. Not only that, but it's the difference between being able to run this Tactagon, where I get an extra 10% damage and status damage as well, and having to run this Ring of Nebulingas also. Fourth piece is the powerful Blitz belt, where I have 20% damage from power attacks, which is pretty great. Now while we're on power attacks, hopefully I don't skip over anything. Black Widow has 3 different types of power attacks. She has the impact grenades, that's a power attack. He has this aerial watch right here, jump up in the air, hold triangle, that's a power attack. And if you hold the back right bumper, that's a power attack as well. Right here, yeah, that's a power attack, and that can be done with the high caliber or with the pistols as well. So and the last piece is the Berserker Inspiration. If you land 16 attacks successfully without taking any damage, you will get a willpower burst. This can be procced via melee precision or through her skills actually. So if I have this taser dart selected right here, you can hit an enemy with the taser dart, and those little tick numbers right there, that's actually you dealing damage. Now moving on to the artifact, have the red ISO 8, has the extra heroic support rate charge, and has the heavyweight breaker. It'll have 20% damage from power attacks right here, and have this extra 10 or 11% right here on this piece as well. Now you could switch it up and run this one where you have an extra 10% on dodge attacks or whatnot. The choice is yours. You could put a precision piece on if you want to. Again, however you want to run it, you run it however you want. Just make sure you apply the same concept. And this piece right here had the yellow ISO 8 double valor, and one of the reasons why I don't run this triple valor is because it has the fire resistance on it. And again, stats are great, but stats aren't everything. Yeah, it's not often I'm going to come across people that deal plasma damage, and this 50% increased stun damage for heavy combo finishes is very, very OP. But I'm doing a lot of signature attacks, and I'm doing a lot of signature attacks because this piece right here, right where it procs Vibranium status via signature attacks. Now, one piece that I would definitely recommend running, and you don't have to have it, especially if you have this powerful blitz belt right here where you get the willpower regeneration, but it's definitely great to have in OLTs, is this piece right here. Where is it at? Nope, not that one, not that one. That's it right here. This piece right here. This cosmic ISO 8 of affinity, and the main reason you want to run it is because it gives you the cosmic surge buff where you get extra willpower and heroic energy whenever you take damage, and it's a 14% chance. Now that chance is based on your proficiency, like this actual 14.2% that you see on the screen right now. If I put on less proficiency, that number would drop to maybe like 12 or 11% or whatnot. Now this cosmic surge buff, it stacks with this piece right here. So if you're invisible, and you have this extra 200% willpower regeneration, it'll stack with this piece. This cosmic surge buff stacks with this piece right here. So if I'm invisible and I have this extra 200% willpower regeneration, I'm gonna get more willpower back from this cosmic surge buff than I would if I was not invisible. Now, there's one thing I did want to talk about within the skill tree. Where's my stats stuffer? There we go. One thing I did want to talk about within their skill tree, and that's this one piece right here. I have this one activated where I get an extra 25% crit chance when I am invisible. Now this one right here, Darkthorn, is OP, and yeah, this piece is OP. It gives you an extra 20% damage to all nearby enemies whenever you activate Villa Shadows. Now to put that into perspective, this skill tree right here, the hero system tree, you get an extra 15% melee, 15% range, and 15% heroic damage. You can get 20% total damage from activating this right here. So again, the choice is yours, however you want to decide to do it. I have this one activated right here, Taser Dart, because it does shock. This one does not do shock right here, does not do shock. And you can go back and forth between this lethal bite and this one right here, paralyzing bite. But more often than not, whenever you hit somebody with this, they're going to be stunned. The mastery system, I do have 2 of these checked off. Yeah, that's a visual glitch. Yeah, and whatever you don't have within your skill tree, or whatever you're missing as far as your stats go, make up for it in your skill tree. So my range is one of the lowest within my skill tree as far as melee and heroic is concerned. So I have this one activated right here. Same thing goes for this piece right here. Oh, I thought I had another range damage. Oh, here we go. Same thing applies to this one right here. Increases range damage by 10%. Again, my range is the lowest thing that I have, and I'm not going to be doing headshots, so I have this one right here. This last aspect is, overlooked a lot of the times, I think. And this melee charge, light and heavy attacks boost the energy of heroic meters by 5%. So you know how you're playing in the Tachyon Rift and your heroic meter is yellow, or you're playing in the OLT and it's always yellow and always has a little recharging thing? There's a way to get that to activate during normal missions, and that's by running this piece right here, selecting this skill right here. Now you can go with this one, the combo finishers, but yeah, 25% extra damage on light combo finishers. Not often you're doing light combo finishers, or at least me. And again, it has this extra 25% damage from heavy combo finishers, which is great. But yeah, I mean, the choice is yours. I would definitely choose this at all times, no matter what. Yeah, just pick this one. I mean, try it out, whichever one you like. Again, try it out. But this 5% is not just 5% one time. This is 5% every time that you're dealing damage. Right. So this 5% is kind of infinite. Oh snap! That's no pun intended. So hopefully you enjoyed this build. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notifications. I try to drop a vendor reset video every time the vendor has something worthwhile. And some of these pieces, like this one right here, I got from the vendor. Got this one from the vendor in Wakanda. I got this from the Wakanda vendor. Got this from the Wakanda vendor. Got this from the Wakanda vendor. Yeah, I got a lot of pieces from the Wakanda vendor. Got this from the Wakanda vendor right here as well. Again, I try to drop the Wakanda vendor or the daily vendor reset video anytime they have something worthwhile. And if you miss it or whatnot, simply, change the date on the PS4, PS5, and go back to the date in which the video was posted, and you'll be able to get that specific piece of gear that you want from the vendor. So hopefully you found something within this video to help inspire you in your playstyle, whether it's with Black Widow or whether it's for another character. If you have anything else that you may want to see from either her or any other type of video explanations, whether that's defense, proficiency, whatever it is, just put it in the comments and I'll definitely give it a shot and try my hardest at it. So everybody have a great day and thank you for watching.